felt really excited that DC was so interested in being green and that they would find and recognize a company like mine. I also thought it was, a great opportunity for Loving Carrots to get the word out about us. Lots of things, but I think more than anything, nature. I think I'm really inspired by nature. I grew up in rural Vermont, like camping and hiking and building tree forts and stuff, and I've always loved gardening, and so I think that I also majored in ecology, and I love learning about how things work together. Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. I think that growing your own food is a really great way to be kind of an environmental steward with day-to-day decisions, and it's a part of the local food movement and all that. But I think it really gets people in touch with it in a way that normally they wouldn't be. I think more than anything, we're just trying to be as green as we can. When we're talking to District Compost, hopefully to close the loop with our waste and finding a way to compost it, but and with everything from like how we run our headquarters to like trying to plan economical or efficient routes for the gardens, we're all about being green. On a given day, we'd probably have 1 or 2 gardens being built, and then anywhere from like 5 to 15 being maintained. So we install vegetable gardens, usually starting from bare lawn, and then after we install them, we plant them, and then we have a garden care program where our team of farmers, young farmers, goes around and comes to each garden every 2 weeks to provide everything the garden needs. We bring all the seeds, all the starts, all the transplants, all the organic pest preventative measures, and we just make sure that the garden's very well taken care of throughout the whole season, which goes from March to November. So I have a team of 5 farmers, and each of them are responsible for anywhere from 15 to 30 gardens. Hands down, it's the clients and dealing with our customer base and just seeing their excitement and getting their kids involved, and a lot of people just, when I arrive at their door for like our initial consultation, a lot of times people don't even know anything about gardening, and we'll talk about what they want to grow, and they'll say, oh, can I grow peas? Is that possible? And I say, sure, you can grow peas, and they're like so surprised, and so I think people really get a lot out of their gardens, more than they originally expected. I'm passionate about gardening and being an environmental steward whenever I can. I think that nature is really important, and people are a big part of it, and it makes me really sad when people treat it with disrespect. I think that they are excited to learn what's possible to grow as far as food, like how much you can produce in a little garden. I think that they like it because it's definitely healthy food. They've seen it from seed to harvest, so they know where it came from. They're comfortable feeding it to their kids. It's cheaper sometimes if the garden's big enough. So they don't have to go shopping for kale. They can just breeze outside and snip some herbs and clip a salad, and everything's fresh and delicious. And they're, I hope that they think about how they're a part of a bigger movement too. Loving Carrots is converting urban acreage into productive land. I think that's the most important, thing that's what we do. And I think whenever you convert a bare lawn, it's kind of like a biological desert, into a garden that's producing and is like a little mini ecosystem, that's improving the urban environment. It's reducing food miles too. It's healthier for people. My mom has been recycling since before I can remember, and I think that's pretty early. So I recycle. I eat as much as possible from my own garden or from farmers markets. I make my home as, as efficient as possible, as far as like, taping the windows and insulation, turn off the lights, general stuff like that. Of course, I recycle. I try not to buy new clothes or new things. I try and buy used things whenever I can. I think DC's a great, very livable city. It has a park right down the center. The buildings aren't tall, they're short and beautiful and historic, which means that there's more sunlight, and there's a lot of interesting landscaping here.